Hey, this isn't a video I'm making for my audience, this is a video that I'm directing to you, sir. As somebody that also creates things from time to time, that has been on this website for admittedly probably too long, I want to tell you my situation, because even though our reasons are completely different, we both make content for this website. For me, I struggle with the idea. I struggle with the concept of why I do what I do. Because I'm not doing this to impress anybody. I'm not making videos and making art, doing photography, writing. I'm not doing that to impress anybody. I'm doing it because I know of no other way. I've been on this website since I was 17 years old. Still mostly anonymous. I'm sure you've never seen my face. Even though I've put in a lot of effort, my channel's been viewed millions of times. People tend to hate me on this website, as in my regular life. YouTube is not my escape. I really wish it was. I've tried to make it my escape. I've tried so fucking hard that I literally can't sleep some nights because I'm trying to think of a good idea for a video that just doesn't come. You wanna know what I'm scared of? What I've always been scared of is my own failure. How everything in my existence, one after the other, is just a giant catastrophe. And my art is no different. This is supposed to be my escape, but it's not. Do you know how that feels? Maybe you do. The best way that I can explain it is imagine falling in love with a girl and having her for a decade and then catching her sucking some dude's dick. That's what this is to me. Because I look at this camera and I don't see my lover. I don't see my friend anymore. I see bitterness. I see being 24 years old and feeling like I've wasted my entire fucking life on things that don't matter. I'm not scared that people won't like me. I've accepted the fact that people don't like me. I accepted it in middle school when I was getting called names every day of my fucking life, when I couldn't find a girlfriend. I accepted it when I was a teenager and I weighed 300 pounds. But what I can't accept is that I'm not talented at the things that I do. Maybe that's a pretentious sentiment, I'm sure it is, but I've worked too damn hard to get to nowhere. And that's fucking scary to me. I promised myself that I would give this website a year of my full effort, because I don't feel like I've ever done that. And I really am giving it 100% of me. But you know what happens when you give something 100% and you can't come up with ideas that are worth a shit? You end up making stuff that you fucking despise. And I haven't made something in forever that I'm like, man, I'm really proud of this. I want to show this to everybody. The last thing I made that I was proud of was an animation I did back in fucking March or April. It's been a year since I've done something that I was fucking proud of. So what does that say about me? What does that say exactly? Have I peaked as a human being already? Because I'm nothing without my art. I am fucking nothing. And yet here I am putting deadlines on things where if I don't see an improvement in a year, if I'm still fucking anonymous in a year and I don't see any kind of advancement in what I do, then I want to give it up and go do something fucking normal. And what the fuck is normal anyway? How can you be normal? How can I be normal when I'm not a normal fucking person? And I don't know who to share these grievances with. I don't want to ruin the days of the people that I love, the people that I care about. I don't want to ruin their lives and their existences because I'm so fucking bitter that I've got nowhere. You know, people believe what they want to fucking believe and there's just shit about me everywhere. It's like my art becomes my enemy because of what it attracts. So you want to know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of myself. I'm scared that I will never be anything. I'm scared that I will always be in the same fucking spot, hoping like fuck that people buy things I make so I can feed myself. Because what a lot of people don't understand is when you put forth so much effort, when you put in 13, 14, 15 hours on a project a day, it's either you do that, you commit yourself to that, or you do something regular, and I can't do both. And yet I'm tugged constantly because it's like I'm 24 and I can barely afford to fucking feed myself. I'm scared that money is more important to me than I let on, that I even let myself know about. Because you know, when I have $10 in my pocket, I'm fucking stoked. But I rarely do. I'm scared I'm going to turn into some 45-year-old dude that is just bitter. Because he tried his fucking hardest and it wasn't ever good enough for anybody. I have a small following on YouTube and I do love my followers, the people that have stuck by my side all these years. I owe so much gratitude to you people because if I didn't have you, I'm convinced I would have blown my brains out years ago. I really believe that. I don't know what I'm doing with my existence and that terrifies me. I watched your video and I felt equal parts empathetic and pissed off. Because on the side of your video, I saw videos that were viewed 2, 3, 4 million times. You have videos that have been viewed more than all of my videos combined. I'm scared that my deepest desire is to be acknowledged by people I don't care about. Because what does that say about me? What does that say when my deepest desire is so goddamn shallow and I can't obtain it no matter how hard I try? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? How come I see people constantly that aren't putting out content worth shit and they're viewed millions and millions of times? Is it all luck? Is that really what this all boils down to? Is it just luck of the fucking draw? Or is there something more to it? For the sake of reiteration, let me state this again, that I've been doing this since I was 17 years old. I'm 24 now, and I see no improvement. I see nothing better. I see myself getting better. I know that I've gotten so much better at the things that I do, but what does it matter? That's scary to me. What's scary to me is I have all these skills and nowhere to apply them. Period. Sometimes I want to take this camera to a pawn shop, sell it, and never look back. Delete everything I've ever made, get rid of my channel, get rid of all my writings, burn everything I've ever done. Maybe be reborn as a secretary at some mass chain somewhere. Just be anonymous, but at least have a little bit of financial comfort. And it shouldn't be about this. It shouldn't come down to, well, you're either gonna make money with this, or you gotta stop doing it. But that's where I'm at. And it's fucking terrifying. Because I've put 100% of my soul into what I'm doing. And if I have to tell myself one more time that I'm not good enough for something, then I'm just convinced that I'm not good enough for fucking anything. That's my biggest fear as a creator, as someone that makes things. Because you know what sucks? It sucks to be a creator and your creation ends up destroying you. And oftentimes, that's what I feel is going on. The very thing that helped me escape all those years ago is now just part of the catastrophe that is my fucking existence. So if I were you, I'd stop paying attention to what your audience says and what your audience thinks, because you obviously have views. You obviously reached the plateau that so many of us have tried and failed and failed and failed and failed again at. I wish you luck in your short film. I wish you luck in all of the things that you do. And I'm incredibly envious of your ability to reach such a large audience. Because it feels like no matter what I do, I'm never going to get there. And every day that I see these low view counts and I see these shitty payouts, every single day, I get a little bit closer to just realizing the futility of it all for me. And just giving in and not being myself, because who I am isn't good enough. At least you know you are.